Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You're knowing what you're wanting, why you're here. You like taking thought beyond what it has been before. Do you understand that you are a vibrational being first and foremost, and that you are offering a vibration all the time, and that the vibration that you're offering is sort of where you're at, what life has brought you to? It's often based upon what you've been thinking about. It's about what you've just been thinking about. It's what you are thinking about. But what you are thinking about is usually sort of like what you have been thinking about, because you usually don't move much from what you have been thinking about to what you are thinking about, but you could. What you are thinking about, which is a lot like what you have been thinking about, is largely about what you're observing. So what you're observing and what you have been observing and what you have been thinking about and what you are thinking about keeps bringing more to observe that's just like that. So most things don't change very much for most people, even from decade to decade, because you have these habits of approaching life that are mostly based upon observation, and so it's a cycle that you continue to repeat, but it is not a cycle that needs to be repeated. As you are observing your life experience, you are continually, without knowing it usually, giving birth to preferences of improvement. It really is the basis of all evolution. So as you are emitting this vibrational awareness of what would be better for you from your vantage point, that vibration matters a lot. It becomes a part of a vibrational reality that is the basis of future realities of future generations, but it could be the basis of your future and not so far distant reality. But it's slow going for most of you because your awareness of what is dominant. Hold that word dominant in your mind for just a little bit. We want to revisit as we move through this day together, because there are many things that you think about, and sometimes you feel good when you think about some of these things, and sometimes you don't feel so good when you think about these things. But in every case, on every subject, you do have a dominant vibration, and let's call that dominant vibration your belief. Your belief is a thought that you continue to think, and the reason that you continue to think the thought is because it's dominant, so it's easiest to find. It's dominant, so it has the most momentum. But it doesn't have to be dominant, and it doesn't have to have the most momentum, because you could make a thought of your choice dominant just by making a thought of your choice dominant. You could say, this thought is more important to me than that thought. Prosperity is more important to me than poverty. Even if poverty is dominant in your current experience, you could make prosperity dominant in your vibration if you'd stop observing. If there's somebody in your life that is giving you constant grief and you're observing them, how you feel about them is dominantly negative. But you could feel dominantly positive about them if you would stop letting what you observe be the basis of your vibration about them. You're sort of getting the hang of what we're talking about here. We're talking about the difference between being a deliberate creator, one who chooses the dominant thought and practices it until it is easily dominant, or one who just stumbles around, we love you so much, and focuses by default on whatever's loudest or most present. And you know what's so tricky about that? What is most present in your experience is what's dominant in your vibration. But you could change what's dominant in your vibration. You could have 10 major aspects of your current life. One of them could be pretty good, and 9 of them could be far from good. And if you would focus upon the one that you like, you could make it so dominant the other 9 would have to become the same. We love you so much, but you are lazy. You don't do that. You don't choose often what you mean to be dominant. You don't choose the direction of your thought or the vibrational content of your thought, because along your way you have come to believe that what is dominant, but it isn't. Vibration is dominant. So you could choose from what is, whatever aspect of it you want